Andromeda starts with the search for solid ground and safe harbor. The search for our golden world.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, this evening to another campaign here in Andromeda as the Asari, with me, Nick at Night. So, last time we left off, we were building our military, which I think we should add. Oh, just in a second, we'll have just enough to add another corvette to our fleet here. I'm checking on some of our research is coming close to getting to the end, in particular some of our capacity for new leaders, and we are looking quite good, honestly. We've expanded our borders, and we're looking at an actual war down here with these these individuals down here. All right, we got a new another species for our zoo. They have a equivalent size military currently. That's what I keep getting as far as information on them. So I'm gonna just keep building. We are taking a loss up because we were building our new colony. But now that we've completed it, you'll notice we're actually positive in income. Yep. Great. So our civilization is growing quite substantially, and we are looking quite good, actually. So let's get a bit more minerals here. And there's a ton of research to be gathered between all these varying worlds. Edict Monolith. Uninhabited, unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall centrifoils carved from some mineral not native to the planet, evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. The monolith's flowing lines defy chart and history so fantastical. It must surely be a work of fiction. Surely. So we can gain engineering, which, what are we working on engineering wise? Ooh, a new space fort level, which would actually put us quite close. It would boost us like almost a year in advance, or we can spread it throughout our empire. Let's boost it. Great, we lost like 7. We took off almost 10 months worth of research there. This is great.
Research complete.
What did we just finish? We got the adaptive bureaucracy. Wonderful. All right. So we're looking at Doctrine Military Fleet, which gives us crew quarters, which gives us a reduction for leaving our military in one specific spaceport of 10%. And we also repair and upkeep of our ships. 25% for repair costs and speed, and then our ship upkeep is 5% less. Or we could go a tile blocker. Now I'm not sure so there's really only 2 volcanoes we have to get rid of. Not high on my list because there is a lot of other spaces we can take up, so I'm fine with that. I'm thinking we're just gonna go for the fleet doctrine and support. That should be more than good.
Construction complete.
Oh, we have enough people now to upgrade our central facility here. It's actually quite nice. Give us a good boost on the planet. We get more minerals and more energy for these 2 spots alone, plus what we're getting off of this base tile spot.
Construction
I'll come
complete.
back when I have 346 more minerals. We're over 500 now. Fleet strength. Let's check on our ship design to see if we have gotten anything of real importance. We have nuclear missiles. Not that great. Okay.
System survey complete.
I'd love to get a destroyer to come in for this battle with these guys, but I'm not sure if we're going to have that opportunity or not. Because we're only getting the second level in the next 17 months, and that doesn't actually give us the ability to build destroyers. It's the next level up. So, all right, so now we have knowledge of how big a fleet this guy most likely has. It says the first abysmal flotilla is 585 ship fleet strength. Now, that's assuming everything's all in one place. He has a fire rate and he's a level 2 general. We are level 2 and we are upkeep and combat speed. Ooh. Combat speed might help us, considering it will help us with dodge. But the fire rate for them is quite crucial. So we're going to need almost... Not sure if we can actually double his fleet or not. I will try, though. I'm more than willing to try. Do we have anything major coming out military-wise next year? Not really. Alright, we'll pump up the speed a little bit, and every moment that we have the opportunity to build another Corvette, we will. And we're just going to keep pumping out military units because that's really what we need. We need as many as we can to try to beat them. This is awesome. I'm very happy that we went for the spaceport down here in the south that has, spaceport that has the observatory. That 10% bonus science is wonderful, but having that range to be able to look into his own territory and tell us what he actually has, massively useful.
Complete. System survey complete. Special project complete.
All right, after extensive searches of the Sinbad planet using a small fleet of mini submarines, the crew has finally managed to corner an elusive target of their search, a live Tarbalic. The shimmering creature, which defends itself by emitting faint psionic signals, produces signals a sense of dread in most organics, brought aboard the ship in a special water tank simulating its natural environment. The crew members of that ship came into direct contact with the Talberic. Will require extensive therapy, but the mission has been an absolute success. Oh man, poor people, what they do for the name of science, huh? All right, let's see what these science vessels are actually doing here in the north. Our border range is growing, but they're going to be able to encompass this region quite shortly, unless we get enough people on the planet here to bolster our influence north. Or, well, that away. I'm contemplating...
Special project complete.
Alright, specimen secured. All the specimens we have asked for the Museum of the Exobiology has been secured. The museum has grown to a massive facility where artificial gravity generators, atmospheric pressures are used to make suitable environments for over a dozen worlds. And those animals that need to be on those worlds. Visitors are journeyed from all across Asari, Exogeny, Andromeda to see these wonders. Awesome. So we got a good bit of credits, some influence, and a very nice boost in our research, which puts us... it took a couple months off. Nothing crucial that we were waiting on, though. A pirate fleet there. That's a substantial pirate fleet. Have we closed our borders with them? I honestly can't remember from last time. Yeah, our borders are closed. I'd love to take this guy on, though. I fear that he has the exact same size military, or if not significantly larger than ours. Considering what I'm... Wow, he's even bulking up still. I'm not a rival with this guy, though. If I want to declare war, I probably should rival him. He has... I mean, I'm just keeping on par with him. Military size-wise. Track on map and track on map. Where are they? I'm looking for the little blinking guys. Yep, it's looking into the god. It's a particular situation. The old gods is what we're looking for. We're about to finish it and find out what ends up happening here in about 50 days. I know at the outset of this particular mission for the old gods, we had the opportunity, because we're spiritual fanatics, to reject it altogether and just say, nope, you know, it's fine, we're good, don't care, don't need to deal.
Special project complete.
All right.
Anomaly found.
The old gods, shrines to the percipients. Science officer Mateus Tassoni has reported back the findings of the shrine. They recognize early on that the text in some logographic script is inlaid into the walls, heavily distorted by the layers of translucent lacquer. Initial attempts at unscrambling the text relied on the raw processing power of the computers on board the ship to reconstruct the text from plain images, proving fruitless as it was simply too distorted to place in any known lingual familiar tree. Next to the crew of the ship attempted to bombard the lacquer with light of varying wavelengths and intensities, but no beneficial reactions were observed. Tassoni apparently considered physically spreading the lacquer from the inlaid text, but realized that the strange glyphs would doubtlessly have been made misshapen to begin with. Only they assumed their proper shape when viewed correctly through the lens of the lacquer. Science officer Tassoni was about to call the mission a failure when, looking up as they irritably placed along the edge of the circle of space, they realized the discrete lines of cohesive text were momentarily forming before their eyes, melting away only to be replaced by new lines. Not long after they had the ceiling, walls, and floors imaged in the spiral pattern, the text from the shrine should help us piece it all together. All right, we have a final conclusion to it. The complete doctrine of the gods. For that it is what the recovered texts have been regarded as, dwarfed and fairy tale scraps upon which the old Asari religions were founded upon, is as shockingly revolutionary as it is revealing. With only a little bit of creative interpretation, it is clear that the people of New Thessia were meant for great things, guided by the strong hand of the religious leaders. Our path is one of godhood. Our past is literally with prophecies unfulfilled and still born of ignorance. Redemption is ephemeral. All right, so we can suppress the findings. Knowledge is power, and the secret knowledge is even more secret power. This will end it and get us 80 influence. Monetize the findings. Some of the wealthy faith corporations have caught wind of the affair and are very interested, and they're happy to pay me energy for it. Almost 1,000 energy. About 767 energy. But what What can we learn from this regarding the veracity and validity of the sacred text? The fact remains that we share religious concepts with some older unknown spacefaring race. Gain society research. Ends the shrine. We walk in the footsteps of the divine. The Asari Exogeny Andromeda Corp starts a religious renaissance. Your native population gains a fanatic spiritualist and collectivist ethic. And ends this shrine. So it would actually remove our militarist ethics. Hold on. Yeah, it would remove our militarist ethics for collectivist. I'm not really keen on that. I mean, there are some neat things to go with collectivists if I wanted to play with slaves and things of that nature, but the Asari are kind of so-so on the whole slavery thing. Should I go for research? I'm not researching anything that crucial right now. I'm just gonna take the energy, I think. We'll monetize the hell of it, and we're gonna need it for this upcoming war. I wish they gave me minerals, to be quite honest. That would have been lovely. That would have been lovely. Oh well. What to do with this scientist now? Looks like I've pretty much covered all of these within my region here. I guess I'll go to the south.
Construction complete.
Yep, I know I'm taking a loss. I have a lot of extra ships that maybe I don't need. All right, so we are stronger than him at current moment, strength-wise. I'm kind of leaning towards. I'd love to have that war. Would we be able to survive that war? All right, we encountered some primitive civilizations. Bronze Age individuals. Okay, on an alpine
Ships
world,
upgraded.
way in the south.
Complete.
I would love to subjugate him. Peaceful, inferior technology.
Research complete.
All right, what did we get? Crew quarters. Dang, I was really... Oh, wait, this is the diplomatic segment. I forgot. I'm not going to get a ton of militarist specific ideas. Share the burden. Yeah, I'm not going slavery, so artificial moral codes. Resettlement cost is nice, but share the burden's totally useless because I'm not planning on getting robots or slaves really. All right. Fine. How are our scientists doing? They are leveling up quite nicely, actually. I want to see what I can get next after the engineering individual is done, and now they are. So I could go for fusion warheads, afterburners, which would actually help me in battle. Increase combat speed. But if I were to get actually go for missiles and fuse missiles and our rail guns together. 914. Let's see. Currently we use so with the kinetic drivers they're lower, but they have a higher maximum. And they have less range. Just a little less range though. I'm not sure what to go, honestly. 94 months to get afterburners. Oh, shoot. Destroyers are here. Yeah, we need destroyers. 94 months for destroyers. That is a lot. Free. I need to get more engineering points if I'm going to actually be able to finish that in any recognizable amount of time. Alright. They're just 2, 2, and 2. Yeah, they are. Get the engineering research here, guys. Actually, wait a second. No, that's 1. Let's grab the energy. And then go for the engineering research. Cool. Alright, destroyers. 94 months. That brings us to about 3 years worth of game time-ish. Hold on. No, like 5. Sorry, I'm not very good at math, guys. I don't have my calculator in front of me. It's a good bit of time. We are equivalent, if not maybe even a little stronger currently than our
System survey complete.
Our rival down here in the south. So, alright guys, well, I'm gonna mess around with and try to figure out if we want to go to war next time, or if we're gonna wait for the destroyers and go in heavy with a handful of them and really try to obliterate the competition here. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and being here in Andromeda with me and all these Asari, trying to establish a foothold for the corporation. Anyways, I look forward to seeing you next time here in Andromeda.
First steps. It should also be noted that some worlds may already be the sovereign soil of an existing culture, a concern we will need to treat with respect. Our new home is out there, waiting to be discovered, and these 7 worlds represent our best chance to make that dream a reality. We've done everything in our power to give you a head start once we arrive. But the next steps now lie firmly with you. Your path in Andromeda is our future, and every step brings us closer to home.